There you go. Right taken, number 2.
I tell you what, we look pretty smart out here today.
Yeah, pretty much.
I thought there might be a trade up at the top couple spots, but so far teams are moving. I mean, look, there were 3 players, you heard it, with these 2 and Embiid, that were players that were franchise players. Some years, like last year, no one thinks there's a number one true number one guy in the draft. This year we see Jabari going 2, Andrew Wiggins number 1. These guys, everyone agreed, were number 1 picks almost any year.
Well, if you look back to last year's draft, probably the first 5 or 6 guys to get drafted in this draft would have gone number 1 last year. Yeah. And you think about, I mean, it was so much, indecision going into last year, but you think about a guy like Julius Randle. We're not even talking about him as the number 1 pick in this year's draft. Last year,
he's number 1.
If you compare him to Anthony Bennett, it's not even close.
Easy.
So this draft, I mean, again, it just the fact that it's 30 years later from what is considered to be the greatest draft of all time, 1984, and only time will tell. But is this group just as good as that group was back with Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, Hakeem Olajuwon? I'm not sure, but you've got a number of players in place that might be able to do something similar.
I don't want to pick his part of his game, but as a coach, look at Jabari's game. What would you like to see him improve upon in the NBA?
Well, first of all, obviously, is conditioning. And again, that's going to come. People forget Jabari broke his foot his senior year of high school. He's still working his way back into tip-top shape. I think he's going to have to get better defensively. If you talk about him playing the 3 position, he's going to have to guard LeBron. Now, he can score on LeBron right now, but I don't think he will be able to stay in front of 3-man in the NBA playing in isolation settings where there is no zone. But there's a defensive 3 seconds. He's going to have to be a solid defender.
But who can defend LeBron right now?
Yeah, I was about to say.
See, guys always make those comparisons.
Kawhi Leonard, okay? Kawhi Leonard did a good job.
He can make it difficult.
He can make it difficult. Yeah. And that's what you want for a guy being drafted this high, being able to play on both sides of the ball. We know Jabari can do it offensively. He's going to have to prove, all right, as a rookie, that he can play defense because teams are going to attack him.
Coming soon on the ACC Digital Network, the 2014 college football season. Follow the ACCDN for comprehensive coverage of the national champs and every ACC school. College football the way you want it. The ACC Digital Network, brought to you by Ruby Tuesday.